Coach Adam Fossett Show brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy here in Sylacauga. Tough sledding on the road to Piedmont last week, and Piedmont's got a good football team who rang up a lot of points.
Yeah, they've got a good team. They're back to the caliber that they're used to up there, and we had a very, very slow start, obviously, and had some tackling woes and didn't do a good job tackling, but you look for growth in everything that you have, and there's some maturity going on there. There's some growth as far as just emotions and things like that, because we're down 24-0, and we could have laid down and just quit or whatever, but we come back, we score, put a score on the board, get the conversion, so it's 24-8. We give up another score, and then we score again. So we're down 16 at halftime, and we're set to get the ball back after the half. So once our drive after the half was stopped and they scored, the wind was kind of out of our sails. So it's a tough place to play, tough place to go up and play. Beautiful facility, but very tough place to play. So we got to move on, and you get into region play and learn from our mistakes and get better.
Beulah tonight, a Thursday night game, statewide television coverage, and it's homecoming for the Tigers too.
It is homecoming. It's been a week of activities and different things going on. So every coach has their own take on homecoming. I understand that. I understand what it is and what it needs to be. Love the alumni that come back, and enjoy talking to them as they're entering the game, and some come by the area where we are and talk and things like that. I do enjoy that. I don't enjoy the distractions that are involved in it, but at the end of it all, at the end of this homecoming ordeal, or anybody's homecoming ordeal, is the game, and we've got to be ready for that. We've got to be prepared, and had a decent week of practice. I think our guys are focused on what's going on. They understand what needs to be, what needed to be corrected, and ultimately, I told them yesterday, like the hay's in the barn. So it is up to them now. It's up to them to execute. It's up to them to be focused and locked in throughout the day to day, and not let today's distractions get to them. And at 7 o'clock, we gotta roll no matter what.
How much difference does it make from a Thursday night game to a Friday night game?
Generally, it's not bad. I mean, we do film and rehab stuff on Sunday, so we're able to get that out of the way. And Monday is usually, you kind of change up. Monday is usually a teaching day and an install day, whereas you get a little more install stuff done on Sunday, and on Monday you do most of your hitting and most of your big time physical stuff, and then you start to taper off. Whereas on Thursday games, you gotta compact all that into other days. So we have a junior high schedule too. So those young guys are gone on Tuesday, so that pulls a couple coaches away, and so it's always puzzle pieces. You figure out from week to week, you got a different set of puzzle pieces, and you got to put all those puzzle pieces together. So some weeks are easier than others.
Did you all get to participate in the parade yesterday?
Well, we did. We were in the parade. I pulled a trailer with all our guys on it. We had quite a few guys that were homecoming representatives, so they were on cars and Jeeps and different things like that. So some of my guys clean up pretty good, I'm not used to seeing them all dressed up, so they clean up pretty good, and they'll announce the homecoming king today at the pep rally, and then they'll announce the queen tomorrow night, and hopefully we can take care of business and make everybody happy at the end of the night.
Let's talk about Beulah. They come in tonight, key region game for both teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big region game. You know, you're back in region play, and you know, you look at non-region opponents. Our non-region opponents are all ranked in the top 10 in the state in their respective classes. So we've played a very tough non-region schedule. Common opponents for us so far: Glenwood. We both have faced Glenwood, and both have not fared well against Glenwood. So I do like the fact that we're at home. We need as big of a crowd as we can possibly get to be there, and our guys feed off of that. That gives them energy. So our crowd has to have the same energy they brought to Childersburg tonight when they come into the stadium. And you know, at the end of it all, it's about the kids and supporting them. So we got to make sure that they're supported and that they are kind of pushed through different adverse times.
What does Beulah bring to the table that concerns you?
Beulah's quarterback is slippery. He can extend plays. You know, if they're trying to pass and there's nothing there, he's gonna tuck it and run. He's very, very shifty. They got a couple guys up front that are pretty big that get after it, and they got a couple skill guys that are pretty shifty as well. So you know, defensively they play very, very solid. They're gonna get to the ball pretty quick. And you know, last week we had an issue with linebackers coming down and being able to pick up the blitzes on that. So and we're playing, you know, it's not an excuse, but we're playing some young guys. We've had some injuries. We've had some guys that are out with some health problems that they're getting taken care of, and we're playing some young guys there that are learning on the fly. So, but they're doing a good job. The other guys are doing a good job helping them out, and you know, our young bunch up front. You know, you have 4 sophomores and a junior, and that doesn't matter who we replace in there. It's 4 sophomores and a junior, and our sophomores are getting better. They're learning. They're starting to get better, and you know, you hate it for right now, but you know, you hope that they continue to improve throughout this season, and then continue to improve in the future as well.
1-4 on the season, getting into the second half of the schedule. Where do you see this Tiger team at the midway point?
Right now, we're at a crossroads. I mean, right now it's trying to figure out, you know, what is our investment. You know, are we ready to move forward? Are we ready to kind of see what happens with all of this and get after it? You know, I guess the reality of it is you've got the upper 2 teams in our region coming up as well. You've got Dayville, and you got Beulah, and then you've got Dayville in that mix. So, you know, the reality is, and we've explained to them, the reality is that you control your own destiny, and you can still be a playoff team, but every region game is important, and this one is just as important as any of them because you've got to get region wins when you can.
Coach Adam Fossett, the head football coach and athletic director of B.B. Comer Tigers, homecoming for the Tigers tonight against Beulah. And, you know, you talked about the youth of this football team. It kind of reminds me of early on in your tenure at B.B. Comer several years ago. Yeah,
a lot of youth involved, and, you know, it's one of those things that you foresaw, you know, happening. One thing we didn't foresee was a jump to 3A.
Yeah.
You know, the fact is that, you know, you stay in 2A, you're a lot more competitive than what you are now. But again, it's just the reality of things. Like we cannot, we have to grow from it and learn from it. You know, and I've seen a lot of growth. Like some of our seniors have shown some great growth. I thought Raylon Sims played really, really well last week through the adversity. He never gave up. He never got frustrated. He played. And that's what it takes. You've got to just play through it. All right. If we can teach some adversity through all this and make them better men in the long run, then that's what we'll do. Because bad things are going to happen. You know, beyond beyond football, there's going to be bad things that happen. You're going to wake up some days and something bad is going to happen. So we can't just pout and lose our mind when bad things happen. So it's not fun. It's not what anybody wants to do. Losing sucks, but it's a fact of life. You're not always going to win. So there's a big premium on winning, and I understand that, and we want to win, and our coaching staff goes to work every day preparing to win. So sometimes that's not in the cards, but we can control our attitude and our effort, and that's one thing that we will continue to do, and that's one thing that as a staff we'll continue to enforce is attitude and effort. So, if the attitude's not right, then I'll find somebody that's of lesser ability that has a better attitude and put you on the field.
7 o'clock kickoff tonight. Pregame at 6:30. Beulah and B.B. Comer, big region matchup, homecoming for the Tigers. Coach Adam Fossett Show brought to you by Marble City Pharmacy. We got much more to do on Daybreak right after this.